Hey, welcome everybody. Hey, we have another session with the champion principal. And today, guys, we're going to talk about teacher tips. I know a lot of you all just graduated from college. And so you got those grades and now it's time to go out in the real world. And unfortunately, a lot of times we do not know what our next steps are. So I'm going to share a couple next steps with you so you can be successful in your job.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
First thing you got to do, guys, find out what school system you want to work with. It's very important. You can't just put your name all over the place. You have to kind of drill down and decide, do I want to be in the county? Do I want to be in the city? Do I want to be in Birmingham? So once you learn which district you want to work in, the next thing you got to do is figure out which particular school do you want to work at. Do you want to work at all schools, any school, or do you want to just work at one particular school? Because a lot of times what I've learned is, a lot of times we just click the button for all the different schools that are hiring, and we really do not want to work at those particular schools. So if you know you want to only work at a particular school, make sure you research it and you go ahead and apply for that particular school. Now once you learn and discover which school you want to work for, now it's time to do your homework. Because you don't want to go into an interview without doing your homework. You have to do your homework. So what do you mean by doing your homework? Go look up the school's ASIP, the school improvement plan. Read the school improvement plan. Find out what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, what are the highlights of the school, what are the key points of the school. So during your interview process, you'll be able to speak on those points of that particular school. In addition to your ASIP, go look at the website. Go look at the school's website. Everything that you need to know about that particular school will be right there on the website. It's like a gold mine of information. So make sure you go look at the website. Look and see what the culture's like. Look and see what the expectations are like. Find out what's important at that particular school. Find out what the slogan is, what the mission is, what the vision is. Because you want to see if you can fit in with that slogan, with that mission, that vision, so you can be part of that culture at that particular school. Okay? So do your homework. It's nothing like going to an interview and you did not do your homework. Those people sitting at that table, they can tell if you really know about that school or if you just want a job. You want to be part of that school learning community. So once you do your homework, so now you're applying for a job. This is very big. In most school systems now, you have to fill out an online application. One of the quickest ways not to get a job is to not fill out the application completely. Fill out the application, make sure you submit all your references, make sure you put your certification, make sure you put an answer to every area that you can so you can have a completed file. So when these administrators are in their offices and they're looking for qualified applicants, you do not want to be disqualified because your application is not complete. So complete your application. Next thing, apply for the job. So when you apply for the job, the principal's going to give you a call and the principal's going to say, hey, can you come in on Monday at 10 o'clock for an interview? Do not say no. Do not ask a lot of questions. Say yes. The first thing you want to say is when they call you, say yes, I will come in. I will be there. I'm just giving you some good advice now, because once you start asking a bunch of questions, once you start saying I can't make it at this time, I can't make it at that time, it kind of discredits you a little bit. Administrators are looking for someone who's hungry, who wants to come to work, who's ready to come to work, who's ready to do this work for our boys and girls. Okay? So the next thing, guys, so you did your application. Make sure you have a resume when you come on that Monday morning at 10 o'clock. Have your resume ready and make sure that you look presentable. One thing that can knock you out is not looking presentable. Guys, I suggest that you always wear a suit. Always put a tie on. Ladies, Always put a dress on or a business suit. This is a professional job. You want to make sure you look professional and you're nice, you're neat, you're groomed. Unfortunately, a lot of times, when we interview people, they may not meet those qualifications, and sometimes we cannot even get to the good content because they may not be dressed appropriately. They may not look professional. So you always want to look professional, and you want to be able to speak professional. If you're going to ask questions in your interview, ask good questions. Don't ask questions like, how much am I going to get paid? That's a no-brainer. You can go on the website and see how much you're going to get paid. That's not a good question. A lot of times, people ask about expectations and things like that. Really, the expectations are the same everywhere. We have the highest expectations for all boys and girls. But you may want to ask something particular about a particular program. So for example, if you know that our school is using a Reading Street program, you may want to say, hey, how can I get more information about Reading Street? Or how can I get more information about Amstock? Or, I guess a question a lot of people ask is, how can I benefit your school? So those are some decent questions that you may want to ask, but just stay away from what I call bad questions, questions that you already know the answer to and things like that, okay? Because when people ask me what I'm looking for a rock star. I'm looking for somebody who can do it all, guys. We're looking for somebody who can do it all. So when you have your interview, you're asking your questions, you're being professional, you're taking your time. When they ask you different questions, take your time. If you need them to repeat a question, ask them to repeat the question. Don't give a whole bunch of fluff. This is good advice. We can read through it. If you're giving a whole bunch of fluff and a whole bunch of air, it's not going to look good for you. If they ask you a question about reading strategies, say, hey, reading strategy number 1, reading strategy number 2, reading strategy number 3. It's just that simple. Don't add a lot of extra stuff to it. Just answer the question directly and try to make your answers meaningful, guys. So when you finish, make sure you thank everybody for their time. Make sure when you leave, you do a follow-up email or a thank you note, and just letting the administrators and the team know that you appreciate their time and that you're looking forward to hearing from them soon. Hey guys, these are the interview tips. Hopefully they were helpful. Thank you for watching.